So your surface is upper hemisphere, x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square. Now let us draw this one. So this is x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. X, y, and z axis. This is the origin, and its boundary is C like this, which is positively oriented because it is an upper hemisphere. So SC is this. So SC is phi equal to x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square. And what is C? C is the boundary. Can you tell me the boundary of this equation? Equation of this boundary. This boundary will be lying on xy plane because this is z greater than or equal to 0. Because z greater than or equal to 0, for z equal to 0, you will get a surface equation x square plus y square equal to a square, z equal to 0. So that I will draw here. So it looks like anti-clockwise sense because it is an upper hemisphere. So this is the two-dimensional view. This is a two-dimensional view of the boundary. So on this circle, you have an upper hemisphere. So this is C, radius is A. So this is x square plus y square equal to a square. So now the question is asked about verification of Stokes theorem. Verification of Stokes theorem involves, so to verify integral over C f bar dot dr bar is equal to integral over surface integral over S curl f bar dot n bar. So first we'll find out line integral, and later we'll compute a surface integral. We'll show that both are equal. So what is LHS? LHS is integral over C f bar dot dr bar. But what is f bar dot dr bar? f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. Now where is this C? Your C is on xy plane. C on xy plane. Whenever C is on xy plane, z equal to 0. When z equal to 0, what will be dz? Dz will be 0. Can you see this? For curves lying on xy plane, z will be 0, therefore dz will be 0. Therefore this will be equals to integral over C f1 dx plus f2 dy only. Because dz equal to 0. Now what is f1? What is first component of f bar?
Y.
Y dx plus what is second component of f bar?
Z.
Z dy. But what is z in our problem?
0.
0. Therefore this is simply integral over C y dx. Integral over C y dx. Therefore how do I compute this? Therefore integral over C f bar dot dr bar is nothing but integral over C simply y dx. Now how do I evaluate this integral y dx? By taking some substitution. What would be the substitution for x and y? What kind of substitution we have to take? Parametric substitution or polar substitution?
Polar.
See, remember polar is for double integral. X equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. Double integral means you need to, when you are integrating over the entire circular region, r should vary from 0 to a, theta should vary from 0 to 2 pi. That's why you need to take the polar coordinate substitution. But you are not integrating over the circular disk. You are integrating over the circle. Do you agree? When you are integrating over the circle, r is fixed, na? R is fixed. There is no need of taking R. R is constant A. So what could be the substitution here? X equal to
A cos theta.
A cos T. I said reserve R and theta for polar coordinates. Use T for parametric substitution, I said. So better use A cos T, A sin T. And what is dx? Minus A sin T dt. dy is A cos T dt. And T varies from where to where? Because it is a complete revolution, T varies from 0 to 2 pi. And please listen again. You cannot eliminate y. You cannot say that this is under root of a square minus x square dx. Under root of a square minus x square gives only upper semicircle. Can you see that? Plus, and but you need to integrate over the entire circle. If you want to do it in Cartesian form, you have to do it in two ways: under root of a square minus x square and minus under root of a square minus x square. Upper semicircle as C1, lower semicircle as C2. Then write down the corresponding limits of integration and do the integration. And that will take time. So whenever you have a closed curve in xy plane, be careful. So instead of doing all these things, it is easy for me to do it in parametric form. So now I can simply write I can simply write y with a sin t and dx with minus a sin t dt. T varies from 0 to 2 pi. So this is minus a square integration of sin t, sin into sin is sin square t dt. Sin square t is 1 minus cos 2t by 2 dt, 0 to 2 pi. So this is minus a square by 2. Integration of 1 is t minus sin 2t by 2. The limits from 0 to 2 pi. So this is minus a square by 2. Upper limit is 2 pi minus sin 4 pi is 0. Lower limit is 0 minus 0. So what you are getting is 2 gets cancelled, minus pi a square. Okay. Therefore, integral over C f bar dot dr bar, you got it as minus pi a square. Now LHS part is done. LHS part is done. Now we need to find out the RHS part. Shall I proceed? Is there any doubt at this stage?
No, sir.
Now we are going to do RHS. Now RHS, to compute surface integral, to compute surface integral over S, curl f bar dot n bar ds. What kind of surface it is? It is a upper hemisphere. I'm going to demonstrate in two ways. Now see the difficulty in evaluating this integral in a regular method. So I'm going to demonstrate in two methods. So method one, usual method of surface integral. First of all, we need to compute curl f bar, right? What is curl f bar? I j k dou by dou x dou by dou y dou by dou z. What is the first component of f bar? Y. Second component is z. Third component is x. So when I find out this is I into dou by dou y of x is 0. Am I right? Y is at x minus dou by dou z of x is dou z. This is 1 minus j into what is dou this? What is this? 1 minus 0 plus k into what is this? 0 minus 1. So what you are getting is minus I bar minus j bar minus k bar. Agreed? Curl f bar is minus I bar minus j bar minus k bar. Now in the method 1, we'll take the projection of the surface S on xy plane. Let rxy be the projection of S on xy plane. On xy plane. Then what is p cap? P cap will be k cap because you are taking on xy plane. And what is n cap? N cap is del phi by mod del phi. And phi is x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square. Therefore del phi is 2x I bar plus 2y j bar plus 2z k bar divided by root of 4x square plus 4y square plus 4z square. This we have done yesterday. Under root 4 is 2. 2 gets cancelled. X square plus 5 square plus z square is a square. So what is remaining? 1 by a times r bar. N cap is 1 by a times xi bar plus yj bar plus zk bar. And what is n bar dot k bar? N bar dot k bar is third component of n bar, that
Z
is
by A.
z by a.
Z
But
by
what
A.
is the modulus of z by a? Can I write z by a or minus z by a?
Z by A.
Z
Why?
by
Because your surface is above
Z
the
greater
xy
than or
plane.
equal to.
Z is greater than or equal to 0 if it is a upper hemisphere. If you are doing this problem on a lower hemisphere, modulus of z by a must be equal to minus z by a. Remember this. Now if I want to do surface integral of this curl f bar dot n bar. So what is curl f bar dot n bar? That is also we'll do now. So curl f bar dot n bar. Curl f bar is minus I bar minus j bar minus k bar dot product with 1 by a times xi bar plus yj bar plus zk bar. So this is what 1 by a is outside minus x minus y minus z. So if I take x common minus common, so this is minus 1 by a into x plus y plus z. Do you agree? x plus y plus z. But in surface integral, you need to have only two variables. Because you have taken the projection on xy plane, you should not see third variable. How do you eliminate this third variable? From the surface equation, what is the surface equation? Under root of a square minus x square minus y square. Can you see this? I eliminated z using the surface equation because it is an upper hemisphere. I did like this. Therefore, everything is now we have integral over s curl f bar dot n bar ds is equals to integral over s curl f bar dot n bar ds is dy dx by modulus of n bar dot k bar. This implies that which is equal to, I think it is not s, it should be what, because I have taken already projection. This has to be written replaced with the rxy. Now see the difficulty. What is curl f bar dot n bar? Minus 1 by a times x plus y plus under root of a square minus x square minus y square into dy dx by modulus of n bar dot k bar is z by a, and a gets cancelled. Again, what is z here? Z is extra. I have to eliminate this. So this is going to be minus. Okay. At this stage, I can write because I can cancel out zz here. I will be writing now z only here. So after dividing with z, you are going to get x plus y by under root of a square minus x square minus y square plus 1 dy dx. And this you have to do over the entire circular region. Because what is rxy? Rxy is a circular region which is the base of the upper hemisphere, and this is x square plus y square equal to a square. Now you can see the difficulty. Okay, so it will take some time to integrate. It is not very hard if you are very good at double integration, and then what you do, you separate these two integrals. Because it is a circular region, you convert into polar coordinates x equal r cos to y equal r sin theta. Then you can do this. Okay, finally you will observe that this is going to be minus pi a square. You verify this. Okay, you just use your techniques of use your skill of double integration and see that the value is actually equal to minus pi a square. So this is method 1. What method 1 is? The usual way of finding the surface integral by taking the projection on one of the coordinate plane, finding n bar, p bar, modulus of n bar dot p bar, finding curl f bar dot n bar, and so on. So it involves some computation. It involves some computational time. But luckily, we have a technique. What I said, when you have open surface, make it into closed surface by attaching a circular disc to this open surface, so that this becomes a closed surface. So according to the previous discussion, now I can do this same problem easily. Now I'm going to demonstrate method 2. What is method 2? Please mute yourself. So what is method 2? According to the previous discussion, now I can write curl f bar dot n bar. What kind of surface it is? Upper hemisphere. Now I can write this as surface integral. Do you remember? Del cross f bar dot k bar dy dx over t. What is t? T is nothing but circular disc, I said. What is that circular disc? Nothing but the region bounded by the circle. It is x square plus y square less than or equal to a square. Now what is curl f bar dot k bar? So which is equal to, now see here, curl f bar dot k bar is third component of curl f bar. So this is minus of I plus j plus k dot product with k dy dx. Now what is dot product of this? Minus can be taken outside. I bar dot k bar 0, j bar dot k bar 0, k bar dot k bar is 1, dy dx. Now what is a double integral dy dx?
Area of the circle.
What is the area of the circular region?
Pi a square.
Now can you see how simply we got the answer in method 2? Now you see the amount of work involved in finding the surface integral in method 1. There is so much of work, but all this work can be reduced just by replacing this surface integral with the surface integral over hemisphere with surface integral over the circular disc. So that is the advantage sometimes when you have a difficulty. You can use this technique. Therefore, from this, what you can say? Therefore, you can say that line integral is minus pi a square, surface integral also minus pi a square. Therefore, integral over C f bar dot dr bar is equal to surface integral over S curl f bar dot n bar ds. Therefore, Stokes theorem is verified. Therefore, Stokes theorem is verified. Okay. Now, just take the second problem. I am going to just give the outline of that theorem problem. You please complete this. Please complete this. So, f bar is given as xz I bar plus xyj bar plus 3xz bar and S is the portion of the plane 2x plus y plus z equal to 2 that lies in first octant, and C is the boundary of S which is oriented with respect to S when viewed from top, which is positively oriented. So now you can see it is intersecting with all the three coordinate axes. What are the x intercept, what is y intercept, and what is z intercept for the plane? X intercept is, see, x by, when you are dividing with 2, x by 1 plus y by 2 plus z by 2 equal to 1, right? Therefore, x intercept is 1, 1, 0, 0. Z intercept, y intercept is 2, 0, 2, 0. Z intercept is also 2, 0, 0, 2. So you have a plane which is what kind of plane it is? It's a triangular plane. It's a triangular plane. Call this as O, A, B, C. And the orientation is given with respect to this surface, this triangular plane. And what kind of orientation? Positive orientation when viewed from top, because when we are viewing from origin, it will be exactly opposite orientation. So call this as C1, call this as C2, call this as C3. So your C is union of three line segments, C1, C2 and C3. So integral over C. So C1 is a straight line joining A and B, which lies in XY plane. C2 is a straight line joining B and C, which lies in YZ plane. C3 is a straight line joining C and A, which lies in XZ plane. Therefore, integral over C, F bar dot dr bar is equals to integral over C1 F bar dot dr bar plus integral over C2 F bar dot dr bar plus integral over C3 F bar dot dr bar. And you know how to compute line integral on x. C1 is on xy plane, means what? Z equal to 0. Therefore dz will be 0. This is going to be f1 dx plus f2 dy only. And this is going to be on C2 is on yz plane, therefore x equal to 0. Therefore this is going to be f2 dy plus f3 dz only. And it is going to be C3 lying on xz plane, therefore there is no y. Therefore this is going to be f1 dx plus f3 dz. And evaluate these three integrals using the relation between x and y. What is C1 equation? C1 equation is 2x plus y equal to 1. C2 equation is y plus z equal to 2. C3 equation is 2x plus z equal to 2. So you have a relation between x and y. In all these three integrals, you eliminate one variable and write down the corresponding limits of integration, either x limits or y limits or z limits, according to the orientation is given. So I demonstrated how to do that earlier. So if you do that, you will get the first integral value is 2 by 3. Second integral value as 0. Third integral value as minus 5 by 3. So total sum is going to be, you will get it as minus 1. So you please complete this 3 line integrals and make sure that the value is minus 1. And what is curl f bar? Curl f bar I am going to show, write down here. That also you please verify. You will observe that curl f bar is equal to x minus 3z into I bar, sorry, x minus 3z into j bar plus yk bar. And you need to take the projection of this triangular plane on xy plane. When you are taking the projection of this triangle on xy plane, you are going to get a triangular region. This is the projection O AB, OAB with intercepts at 1 and 2. And what is n bar? Because phi is 2x plus y plus z equal to 2. N cap is del phi by mod del phi equal to 2i bar plus j bar plus k bar. Under root of its magnitude is 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. So what is f bar dot n bar? F bar dot n bar is x minus 3z into j bar plus yk bar dot product with 1 by root 6 times 2i bar plus j bar plus k bar So this is going to be 1 by root 6 times j bar dot j bar is 1. So x minus 3z plus k bar is 1 plus 5. So this is 1 by root 6 times x plus y minus 3z. But what is z value? We need to eliminate z because you are taking the projection xy plane. Z is going to be 2 minus 2x minus y from the surface equation. So this is going to be x plus y minus 6 plus 6x plus 3y. Am I right? Minus into minus plus, minus into minus plus, 3 2s are 6, 3. So the simplification is 1 by root 6, 7x plus 4y minus 6. 7x plus 4y minus 6. And what is n bar dot k bar? N bar dot k bar is modulus of n bar dot k bar is third component of n bar. Third component of n bar is 1 by root 6. This is going to be 1 by root 6. Now everything is there. Therefore integral over s curl f bar. I think there is a mistake done. Can you see that? I need to find out curl f bar dot n bar. And this is curl f bar. This is not f bar. What should I write here? Because we are finding surface integral of curl f bar, not f bar. So curl f bar dot n bar ds is equal to surface integral of curl f bar dot n bar. ds is dy dx by modulus of n bar dot k bar over rxy. And what is curl f bar dot n bar? 1 by root 6 times 7x plus 4y minus 6 dy dx by modulus of n bar dot k bar is 1 by root 6. So this is over rxy. Now what are the limits of integral? 1 by root 6, 1 by root 6 gets cancelled. So this is simply 7x plus 4y minus 6 dy dx. What are y and x limits of integration? Now you see the boundary is a triangle with intercepts at 1 and 2. Therefore this is going to be x plus 2y equals to 1. Sorry, this is going to be 2x plus y, 2x plus y equals to 2. 2x plus y equal to 2. That is what we have written, right? 2x plus y must be equal to 2 here. There is a mistake. So then when you draw a line parallel to y axis, it is entering through like this. So y varies from 0 to 2 minus 2x and x varies from 0 to 1. And if you do the integration, and you will notice that this is going to be minus 1, just a usual integration. So therefore you can say that integral over c f bar dot dr bar is equal to surface integral over s curl f bar dot n bar ds, and therefore you can say Stokes theorem is verified. Okay, so here some steps are skipped. So you please see that these line integrals are evaluated, and this also you can verify it when you are integrating with respect to x, y, x is to be treated as constant. You have the limits, you can easily integrate it. So these are the problems on Stokes theorem.